What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nikolai Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about zombies and potentially a little teaser, or rather, what may be even a wild goose chase from Jason Blundell himself. So, as you guys know, there was the DLC reveal live stream here in which we got some of the first looks at DLC 2 known as Eclipse, with all the 4 brand new multiplayer maps and all that kind of stuff. But for me, and what this video is focused on, the biggest part of this live stream was the information that we got from zombies. The brand new map, Zetsubu no Shima, absolutely looks beautiful, and our first look was really the intro prologue cutscene for that map. We didn't really get too much of an in-depth look at the map itself, but rather how the characters got there. However, within the question and answer discussing a little bit of the zombies, Jason Blundell may have sent us on a wild goose chase or given us some insight into the future of the Apothican servant. So hold up right there just a second, Jordan. We're talking about DLC 2, not Shadows of Evil. Where's the Apothican servant come into play here? Well, with this, Jason Blundell did a question and answer with Noah J456, talking zombies and answering a lot of questions here with this. And supposedly the final question was also the most requested question, and that was, is the Apothican servant upgradable? Well, in key Jason Blundell fashion, it's super cryptic. Let's check it out.
It is not possible to upgrade the Apothican servant in Shadows of Evil.
So this could mean a number of things, but my immediate thought here after this, when watching this, was, are we gonna get the Apothican servant in a future DLC? Now, before we get to that thought, which I think might actually be what it will be here, the other number of ways that we can do is we can see some sort of extremely crazy sort of Easter egg that goes on here like this. What that may in fact be, that's not something that I can tell you right up front what the idea would be. There's been some cross-map Easter eggs and things like that, but will that actually make it into the Black Ops 3 version of Shadows of Evil and so that we can see the upgradable version of the Apothican servant? I don't necessarily know. I think it's not necessarily going to be the case, but what I think is the more likely case is that we will see the Apothican servant not in just Shadows of Evil, but later down the line in a DLC. So where would that be then in the chronological order of the DLC and the time frame of zombies? Well, we did see Shadows of Evil have the Apothican servant. DLC 1, Der Eisendrache, did not have it. That had the Wrath of the Ancients, or the bows here, as well as the Ragnarok DG4 here, and DLC 2 is supposedly going to have the Masamune, or rather Takeyo's sword here, as well as what the campaign had in terms of the gravity spikes, not like these specialist gravity spikes, but in the one mission where you actually drill it into the ground and it blows it up. That's something that is theorized to be in it as well. DLC 3, we have absolutely no idea, but what I'm thinking is that we can see the Apothican servant return in DLC 4. Why would that make any sense for it to come back? Well, if you guys think about it in the way that this has been theorized in the grand scheme of things, Shadows of Evil was the starting map. It wasn't necessarily 100% entirely tied, but it did lay the story and the groundwork for the summoning key and transporting it to all of this, getting all of these souls for our main characters for Primus. But the Giant was actually where the sacrificial offerings were happening, or rather the erasing of the previous versions of Primus here. That is where that started. DLC 2 had Dempsey, number 3 will be Takeyo, and number 4 will be Nikolai. So that will take care of all 4 of our main characters. So what does that leave us with in DLC 4? Well, it would be the perfect way to wrap up the zombie storyline, though it probably won't. It'll probably be something that will be a selling point in the future, so it'll be kind of wrapped up. But DLC 4 is theorized to be the Great Battle, Primus versus the Apothicans and the Keepers. So if that's the case, and we get to see all this carnage and destruction and this great battle that was laid out in the imagery of Der Eisendrache here in the paintings, that's something that we can see with direct ties to the Apothicans, the Apothican servant coming back for DLC 4. So if that is in fact the case, that might be our next chance to upgrade the Apothican servant, which is something that, as Jason Blundell says, it's not possible to upgrade the Apothican servant in Shadows of Evil. So that might be the next future-proof hints here for this, and I think that's where we're gonna wrap this video up here today, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Do you guys think we'll be seeing the return of the Apothican servant later down the line, or do you think that the Apothican servant upgrade will be unlocked via some crazy side quest here, maybe even cross maps in Black Ops 3 Zombies? I'd love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, be sure to like, rating down below, and if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on that road to 30,000 subscribers, so every little bit does help, and is, as always, greatly appreciated. But my name is Nikolai Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.